Welcome back for another week of Transparency Tuesday. This time I'm going to show you where you can find the table I use to track the statuses of different AIPs. So if you visit my Beehive website, which is where I host my newsletter, you go to vulcan.beehive.com. The URL is also listed in my Twitter profile page up at the top. So once you get in here, you can kind of see all the different reports and charts that I work on to track metrics across the DAO. At the top, you'll see this menu bar with different things I've been working on, especially in this secretary corner here. There's 6 different sections here that'll each bring you to a different report. Today, we're going to be looking at the Transparency Tuesdays one, so I'll go ahead and open that up. So here we'll get this up and going. Here we go. So this is the table I use to track the statuses. You can see it's grouped by the different statuses here up at the top. We have the 11 that are in community discussion. As you scroll down, this is how the proposal will flow through the AIP process if it makes it through each set of reviews. So as it moves down is when it moves through the AIP process. Down here, author preparation will be next. We have quite a bit of AIPs currently in this status, 20 here. You'll see these first 2 sections don't have a proposal ID field here. They're all just TBD for now. That's because AIPs don't get a number assigned until they officially move to the draft phase, which will be the next one we look at down here. So as we get down here, you can see there's less AIPs in the draft phase. I've split it up into 2 phases here, facilitator review and questions sent. AIPs often flip back and forth between these 2 statuses depending on how many questions the facilitators have for the authors. You can see there's 5 in each of these statuses. And if it passes through all those series of checks and reviews, then it moves down into the admin review phase. You see we have 27 currently in this phase. Let's try to get the full list. Might not fit on my screen, but I'll scroll down to the bottom here. You can see all the different AIPs currently in this status. And then if the AIP also passes this review status, it'll move down into this live voting stage. Currently, we have 1, the augmented reality AIP that's currently up for a vote that has a little over 1 day to go in voting. And then any AIP that passes DAO-wide vote and gets approved by the DAO will flow down into this needs implementation status. Here you see we have 18 currently being worked on, and these can range from the author still needs to receive the grant, or different pieces of the AIP are still being worked on. I can take a look at my example here, the second row. This particular AIP didn't require any funding, but it's still waiting to get fully implemented on the form. So that's why it sits here in this status. So when you see these 18 here, that doesn't mean all 18 still need to get funded. There's also different ones down here that have different pending items. Like you can see the mission statement. We just had a Twitter space for that this morning. There's still the final round of voting to come, and that's one of the last action items there. And depending on which mission statement choice is the winner, then there's a few spaces that are going to need to be updated to reflect the new mission statement. And then as you scroll down here, if you're ever curious, you can kind of see the list of items that are fully implemented or rejected. So an AIP will either flow into this needs implementation status here or down into the rejected status, depending on how the DAO votes on it.